In the intricate and emotionally charged world of Zhu Xian, or Jade Dynasty, debates have raged among fans since its second and third seasons. And one name keeps coming up: Lu Xueqi. At first glance, it's easy to focus on Bi Yao, the girl who took the Zhu Xian sword for Zhang Xiaofan. But as the series has progressed and the narrative deepened, more and more viewers have come to realize a hard truth. Lu Xueqi, not Bi Yao, is the one who truly embodies heartbreak, sacrifice, and devotion. From the very beginning, her character has been misunderstood. She jumped off a cliff for love. She waited silently for 10 years. She did all the right things for all the right reasons. And yet somehow she became the object of dissatisfaction for many netizens. Why? Because her love story was never loud, never dramatic, never one that demanded tears in every scene. But it was powerful and real. Let's go back to that pivotal moment in the second season, when Zhang Xiaofan, overwhelmed by emotion and circumstances, fell from a cliff. Without hesitation, Lu Xueqi followed him. She jumped. No second thoughts, no weighing consequences. Her instincts took over, and those instincts screamed at her to save him. Her hand, bleeding profusely from the sword that cut her, never loosened its grip on his. Even as they plummeted to the bottom of the cliff, she held on. That moment wasn't just about saving someone. It was about defying everything she believed in. She knew Zhang Xiaofan had become a demon cult monster, the very kind of being she was taught to destroy. But she still risked everything: her life, her status, her beliefs. Why? Because to her, saving him wasn't just an act of mercy. It was a declaration that she would carry both morality and emotion on her shoulders. She wasn't choosing between love and loyalty. She was embracing both and bearing the burden of that impossible choice. Zhang Xiaofan felt guilt. She felt nothing but conviction. From their shared moments in the dripping blood cave to the tragedy of Kaomiao village, Lu Xueqi remained the same: calm, composed, committed. Never the kind of woman lost in passion. She returned to Qingyun's sect and stayed, not because she had nowhere else to go, but because she had responsibilities. She became the head of Shaozhu Peak, fulfilled her duties, and quietly kept her eyes on the one she once saved. By the time we reach the third season, she is alone on the moon-watching platform, sipping wine beneath the vast night sky. The full moon reflects in her glass, and in her eyes is a quiet, aching concern. Not the kind that demands attention, but the kind that never fades. That moment says it all. I know the road you're walking is difficult, but I'll stay here, guarding the door, waiting for your return. This, more than any theatrical sacrifice, speaks volumes. Her love wasn't a transaction. She never expected anything in return. She never once tried to use what she'd done to win Zhang Xiaofan's heart. Her persistence wasn't about winning, it was about staying true to herself. When she jumped, she asked for nothing. And when she waited, she still never asked for more. She didn't chase after him. She didn't beg for recognition. She simply stayed. And now, in the latest preview of the fourth season, we see a moment that brings everything full circle. Li Xun proposes marriage, and Lu Xueqi finds herself forced into a corner. And just as all seems lost, Zhang Xiaofan appears, shouting two words that echo like thunder: "Follow me." Those words weren't impulsive. They were a breaking point, a release after 10 years of self-imposed guilt and suppression. Zhang Xiaofan finally understood that Lu Xueqi's jump off the cliff wasn't born of sympathy. It was her hand reaching into the darkness, offering him light. In that instant, he wasn't just asking her to run away with him. He was acknowledging her worth, her sacrifice, her presence in his life as more than just a memory. Those who criticize Zhang Xiaofan often forget the impossible weight he bore. On one side, the blood feud of his master. On the other, the love of the woman who saved his life. The moment he uttered, "Come with me," he wasn't just asking her to escape. He was finally choosing, for himself and for her. So why is Lu Xueqi considered the true heroine of Jade Dynasty? Because she represents a complete person, not one consumed by love, nor one cold with detachment, but someone who made her own choices. Clear, rational, yet deeply emotional. Her jump was instinct. Her wait was a decision. Her love was never a weapon, and her principles were never sacrificed. She remained loyal to Qing Yunmen, not out of blind obedience, but because she understood what righteousness meant. She understood Zhang Xiaofan's helplessness. She knew his heart was torn, and still she never let that sway her from her own path. Bi Yao may have given everything in one desperate moment, but Lu Xueqi gave everything, quietly, patiently, day by day for 10 years. Her love was not as visible, not as loud, but it was deeper, stronger, enduring. And now, only with the benefit of hindsight, does the story of Zhu Xian truly shine light on what she endured. Her refusal to let go was never about clinging to the past. It was about holding fast to her integrity, balancing emotion with righteousness, love with duty. Lu Xueqi is not a supporting role. She's not the second lead. She's the white moonlight, brilliant, distant, always there. Whether you see her as a symbol of regret or quiet strength, one thing is certain. A true heroine in Jade Dynasty is not one who leans on the male lead to find herself, but one who finds herself in the hardest of choices and still walks her path with grace, alone if she must. So now the question goes to you. Is Lu Xueqi the white moonlight, the unreachable beauty on a pedestal? Or is she the deepest regret, the one whose love was never fully understood until it was almost too late? Let's talk in the comments. And there you have it, the quiet storm that is Lu Xueqi, a woman who never asked for the spotlight, but whose silent sacrifices lit the path for those who followed. In a world filled with flashy powers and loud emotions, she chose stillness, loyalty, and strength. If this story moved you, if her 10 years of waiting meant something, if you now see her not just as a character, but as a mirror to silent love and unshakable will, then leave a comment below. Tell us, do you stand with Lu Xueqi? Or is your heart still with Bi Yao? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss another deep dive into your favorite Donghua characters and storylines. Until next time, stay passionate, stay curious, and above all, never stop seeking the truth beneath the sword and the silence.